This weekend, Formula 1 will be returning to Monaco following the unfortunate cancellation of the Grand Prix weekend in Imola. But despite the disappointment, we don't need to wait long for racing to return. And well, the upcoming race in Monaco is anticipated to be a captivating event, as all the top teams seem to have a shot at victory for the first time this year. Fernando Alonso, representing Aston Martin, holds a belief that he stands a significant chance of winning in the Principality. With his wealth of Monaco experience, Alonso hopes to challenge Red Bull's nearly flawless start to the 2023 season. Therefore, for this video, let's dive into Aston Martin's prospects and explore the possibilities of whether Alonso or another driver can disrupt Red Bull's dominance and win the Monaco Grand Prix. So we can all agree, one of the biggest surprises of the 2023 Formula 1 season has undoubtedly been the performance of Aston Martin. They currently stand second in the championship with 104 points, and it's fair to say they've surpassed all expectations. Just for a little perspective, Aston Martin finished in 7th place last season with a total of 55 points. And incredibly, within just 5 races this year, they have nearly doubled their points tally from the entire previous season, showing just how big the developments they've made this year are. And the man leading the charge for Aston Martin is the seasoned veteran Fernando Alonso. This 41-year-old has been instrumental in their success so far, and he currently sits in 3rd place in the drivers' standings. What is so impressive about Alonso this season is his consistency, having finished 3rd, 4th, and 3rd in the first 5 races. This level of consistency is remarkable and has played a significant role in Aston Martin's rise in the championship standings. What really blows my mind is that Alonso's current points total after 5 races surpasses any of his previous seasons at Ferrari when he was competing for championships against Sebastian Vettel, and that Alonso was hailed as being in his best form. This only further demonstrates his exceptional form and the speed of that Aston Martin team this season. Although Alonso has been unable to secure a race win in over 10 years for various reasons, he still believes that he will achieve victory at some point during this season. And looking ahead, Aston Martin's remarkable progress and Alonso's consistency suggests that their chances of success are high, seeing as he's been the guy to pick up that final podium spot behind Red Bull 4 out of 5 times. You've got to say, when Red Bull inevitably have a bad day, he'll be the one to take the win. And well, as we look ahead to the upcoming Formula 1 race weekend, all eyes are on Monaco, originally stated to be round 7 of the 2023 championship, but now serving as round 6 due to the cancellation of the Imola race. And let's not forget, Monaco has a storied history of delivering unexpected winners who are not necessarily in the championship fight. Remember Olivier Panis in 1996, Nico Rosberg in 2013, Daniel Ricciardo in 2018, and perhaps even Sergio Perez last season. The allure of Monaco stems from its immensely challenging nature, but mainly the fact it demands precision and punishes the slightest mistake, which often results in tangling with the barriers and having a premature ending to the race. And therefore, the importance of qualifying cannot be underestimated, as overtaking opportunities are notoriously scarce during the race. Now, as we know, in the current season, Max Verstappen has been the dominant force, taking the checkered flag 4 out of 5 times, largely thanks to that Red Bull superior race pace. However, Verstappen has only managed to secure pole position twice. Sergio Perez claimed pole in Jeddah and Miami, while Charles Leclerc snatched pole in Baku. Now, while 2 were claimed by Max's teammate Perez, other teams have made significant progress in qualifying and have closed the gap to Red Bull. This shift can be attributed to Red Bull's struggles in warming up their tyres adequately to achieve optimal tyre temperatures for qualifying laps. And heading into the Monaco weekend, it is a tangible reality that we could see someone other than Verstappen securing pole position, and therefore someone other than Verstappen taking the win. The unique characteristics of the Monaco Grand Prix, with its unforgiving track and emphasis on qualifying performance, creates an environment where anything could happen. So when contemplating potential contenders to win the Monaco Grand Prix, I honestly don't think it's unrealistic to look past Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. For starters, Fernando Alonso firmly believes that Monaco presents him with the best opportunity of the entire 2023 season to secure a race win. Alonso's confidence stems from the perceived limitations of their car in terms of straight-line speed when compared to the dominant Red Bull, the main reason they haven't come close to a race win. Aston Martin's strengths lie instead in its exceptional cornering speed, a vital attribute in Monaco. Given the lack of long straights on the track, the ability to manoeuvre corners with precision and agility is much more important. This is echoed by Aston Martin's technical director Dan Fallows, who also asserts that Monaco offers the most realistic chance for the team to achieve victory in the 2023 season. However, for Alonso to clinch a win in Monaco this weekend, a multitude of factors must align perfectly. First and foremost, he needs to establish an optimal car setup, finding a perfect balance of downforce and weight distribution. This balance will enable him to navigate the treacherous twists and turns of the Monaco track in the effort to grab pole position. He will simply need to be perfect if he has any chance of beating out the utterly flawless Max Verstappen. But should Alonso succeed in securing pole position, he will then face immense pressure from the formidable Max Verstappen throughout the race. This will require complete concentration and skill from Alonso to navigate the tight streets of Monte Carlo for almost 80 laps. But even if Red Bull, and in all likelihood Max Verstappen, struggle to secure pole position, it's not a given that Fernando Alonso will be the one to capitalise on that opportunity. In my view, any of the top 4 teams could emerge victorious in Monaco. Undoubtedly, Red Bull and Sergio Perez cannot be overlooked, especially considering Perez's victory in Monaco last year and his ability on street circuits. Then Aston Martin, with Alonso at the helm, has already been discussed as a strong contender. However, Ferrari also poses a significant threat and stands a good chance of claiming victory. Firstly, Ferrari has shown very promising qualifying pace, as demonstrated by Charles Leclerc's pole position in Baku. And secondly, the Ferrari has displayed competitiveness in slow-speed corners, similar to Aston Martin, and so the team believes that Monaco could be the one to look out for. However, it's important to remember that Charles has a tendency to push the limits, which can be detrimental in Monaco, where there is no room for error. But if he does put together a lap without any major errors, then you'd be an idiot to rule him out of pole position. After all, he has taken pole twice in the Principality. In addition to these contenders, Mercedes is set to unveil their highly anticipated upgrades in Monaco after missing their chance to do so in Imola. Now, the extent to which these upgrades will benefit them at the unique Monaco circuit remains to be seen, but given the hype and anticipation that Mercedes has given to these upgrades, means they certainly shouldn't be ignored. So, it's been a pretty dull season for F1 fans so far, let's be honest. With 4 out of the first 5 races being Red Bull 1-2 finishes, unless you're a Max fan, you're looking for someone else to take the checkered flag in Monaco. And well, based on the case for Alonso, it does seem like that could be a reality. I don't want to jinx anything because for all I know, it'll just be another Max Fest, but if there was any race of the 2023 season to deliver a new and fresh race winner, Monaco would seem to be the Grand Prix for that to occur. Of course, it is a long season ahead and we never know what could happen as the months progress and teams develop their cars. But long story short is I would recommend not skipping over this weekend as we've got all 4 top teams with a genuine chance to win. But if you are going to watch anything, definitely make sure not to miss qualifying, as it is notoriously the most important qualifying session of the season.